They traveled to Champaign, Illinois, where the gusting wind would be a factor in their game against the Fighting Illini. Joe Paterno's Nittany Lions were ranked second in the country, having won 10 straight games and were the only unbeaten team left in the Big Ten. But Illinois hoped to change that.
And they go deep handoff. Down he goes at the 15-yard line. LeVar Arrington says, "Hello, Mr. Harvey." Here comes Brandon Short up the middle. They pick him up, and down he goes. Courtney Brown has sacked him at the 25-yard line.
Illinois was returning from a come-from-behind win on the road over Michigan, hoping to make a statement in the rugged Big Ten. But the most rugged part of this game was a relentless Lion pass rush. Actually, defense dominated the entire first half. Penn State had beaten Illinois 5 straight times and had an easier time moving the ball. But penalties and turnovers kept them from taking control of the game.
Again, Fields comes in motion. They have a slot right. Again, Thompson back to pass. Looking. He's throwing. It is intercepted.
Thompson's pass was intercepted off the hands of Corey Jones, but the turnover was not costly and the defense held. But later in the quarter, Illinois started to move. Kurt Kittner found Josh Whitman to the Penn State 34, and on the next play, Rocky Harvey took it in.
And there's a handoff. What a hole for the fullback. He's at the 20, the 15. It's Harvey, the tailback. Touchdown, Illinois.
It was just the second touchdown Joe Paterno's team had allowed in the first quarter all season. But near the end of the quarter, the Nittany Lions started to move as well. Kevin Thompson has the second best pass efficiency rating in the Big Ten, behind only his own teammate, Rashard Casey. They lead an offense that can't be bottled up for long.
Play action fake. Thompson looking. He's going to run. He's at the 15. He's at the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. Cuts to the outside and gets to midfield before he's knocked down.
Kevin did a great job of finding a big alleyway up in the center of the field. They were rushing from the outside.
Thompson gained 33 yards on the play and would be Penn State's leading rusher for the half. But passing is his forte, and he went right back to the air.
And they quick snap. And they're going to go outside on the left side, and is caught at the 36-yard line.
Shafi Fields picked up 13 yards. The quarter changed. The momentum did not.
And they deep handoff to McCoo. McCoo gets inside at the 25, spins away from a tackler, and gets a first down at the 17-yard line.
The offensive line opened a huge hole for Eric McCoo, who also got some nice lead blocking from backfield mate Mike Ciramelli. This was a perfectly engineered drive using all kinds of weapons, including Cordell Mitchell, who had the Nittany Lions on the verge of tying the game, ending an impressive drive that started on their own 16.
Thompson, with plenty of time, is throwing into the end zone for Fields. Touchdown!
84 yards on 10 plays, the last 4, including the touchdown pass, going into the teeth of a wind that could play havoc with even the most accurate of tosses. Despite the gale, Penn State would more than double Illinois in passing yards for the half. The Fighting Illini had not beaten Penn State since 1960, and the Nittany Lion defense wanted to make sure the streak continued.
Kittner, 3-step drop. Looks like a quarterback draw. Kennedy's got him.
For the 4th straight game, Jerry Sandusky's defense was absolutely ferocious.
And Kittner's back to pass. Here comes Arrington, but he's blocked, and he's caught from behind the ball. It's fumbled and recovered back at the 24-yard line to Illinois. Courtney Brown shook it loose, and Butkus recovered.
Illinois did not make a single third-down conversion in the first half, going 0 for 7. And Courtney Brown was a big reason why. The Fighting Illini managed only 6 first downs, and Penn State, well, they had no such trouble moving the ball, but the score stayed tied.
Look, throws, complete to Ciramelli at the 35. He's out across the 40 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
When Cordell Mitchell was stopped on 3rd and 2, it appeared the Nittany Lions would have to punt. But on Halloween weekend, they reached down into their bag of tricks, treating their fans to a first down.
And it's a fake, and it's Fields. It's Daniels with the up back. He's all across the 40, inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. And Wilson, the guy who was the safety man, made the tackle. Maurice Daniels, the protector, took the short snap.
That's why Daniels is such a valuable and versatile player. He did his thing. Obviously, it's a big first down for Penn State. They can keep this march going. Gutsy call by Joe Paterno.
But they couldn't keep the march going and turned the ball over on downs at the Illinois 23. Then just before halftime, they were down close again as Thompson hit Eddie Drummond to the 12.
And a 4-step drop by Thompson, throwing a pass into the end zone. Intercepted.
The hometown fans were happy with a 7-7 halftime score because Penn State dominated nearly all of the other statistics. Rashard Casey would come in to help them dominate the scoreboard as well. The defense didn't need to change anything. With a field goal lead, they hit even harder than they did in the first half.
And a give to Havard. Here comes Courtney Brown, crashing down from right end. Kittner is back to pass, and he's sprinting out, and he throws complete, and the ball is shaken loose. Incomplete pass, a sensational hit by Boyd. Knocked the ball loose, and Michael Dean got the hit. Wow.
Well, he's a hitter, all right. That's prevented Illinois from making a first down.
After allowing a first-quarter touchdown, Penn State forced Illinois to punt on 10 straight possessions.
Mitchell gets the call. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, the 50, and is collared out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Meanwhile, the Nittany Lion offense stepped up and took over the game in the third quarter.
Play-action fake to Johnson. Rashard Casey scrambling to his right. Throws it complete to the tight end to Gilmore. He's at the 25, the 20, and inside the 20 at the 16-yard line.
Kevin Thompson had already led the Lions to a field goal, and Rashard Casey would get them into the end zone, finding different tight ends on 2 consecutive plays.
Casey has a single back behind him, and it's Aaron Harris. And he bumps into the guard as he pulls out. Now he pulls the ball back down. Throws it complete to Gilmore. Short, tight end, touchdown. Great play by Rashard Casey.
Suddenly the tight ends are back in the ball game, and then they got a little bit more confidence that you're throwing them the ball. I mean, they get in single coverage. You're getting freed up a lot because they're worried so much about the outside people.
The Penn State lead was now 10, but with the way the defense was playing, it seemed more than enough. James Boyd continued to rattle the bones of anyone in an orange helmet. And Courtney Brown would tie a school record by getting 4 of the Nittany Lions' 7 sacks.
Shotgun, back to pass. Kittner. Brown's got him back at the 9-yard line. Mr. Brown is now tied with Larry Kubin for the sack leader. Yeah, one more for Penn State.
There are 33 former Penn Staters currently in the NFL, and senior Courtney Brown is a sure bet to join them next year. He now has more sacks and more tackles for losses than anyone who ever played at Penn State. Double teaming him doesn't even help. When Illinois pressured the quarterback, though, the results were a bit different.
There's a play-action fake, and Rashard Casey spinning away from people. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, stays inside the 15, the 10. Touchdown, Rashard Casey. He was hit 4 times.
That's what he brings to the table. He can do things on his own, which drives defenses nuts, especially if you blitz. Because once he gets past the line of scrimmage, you got big-time trouble, as evident in that particular run. And he's taking command of his game as he did against Ohio State in the second half.
The Nittany Lions took advantage of the wind at their backs and scored on 3 of their 5 possessions in the third quarter. The defense did the rest.
Kittner back between them. Here comes Arrington. He's got him back at the 41-yard line. Arrington, a little outside move, and then ducked inside the blocker, and that was all she wrote.
If LeVar Arrington doesn't get to the quarterback before the ball is thrown, he usually is around it after it is thrown. And he's a major reason why the Nittany Lions have piled up 24 sacks in their last 4 games.
And here comes Sturdivant's got him, as does Michael Haynes, and poor Mr. Kirk Johnson is sacked back at the 6-yard line.
Penn State's smothering defense allowed only 8 complete passes in the game, and fittingly, Derek Fox sealed the deal with an interception. Penn State improves to 9-0 with a winning streak that has now reached 11.